I love burritos! What's going on? Hashtag Burritos Nation. I love burritos. They're super duper neato. They're better than taquitos or the Fritos or Doritos. It's your boy Rainbow Warrior Jacob here. I did that little thing at the beginning for whatever reason. And today we're going to be doing a predictions video for the Double or Nothing card 2020. The anniversary event, if you will, and I'm just really excited for the event. Unfortunately, I won't be there live. This will be the first actual AEW pay-per-view that I won't be there in person. I have flown out to Vegas for the first Double or Nothing, All Out in Chicago, Baltimore for Full Gear, and then again Chicago for Revolution. I was going to be going this time, and my dad was actually going to be going with me this time. First time someone actually going with me, but unfortunately with the events going on in the world right now, the pandemic and stuff, gotta stay home and watch it. But it'll be interesting and different to be watching a pay-per-view from home, so that's pretty cool too. Got a belt with me today, my World Tag Team Championship belt from FanDuelBelts.com, and I thought that I'd just wear a belt. I'm waiting to get an All Elite Wrestling Championship belt at some point. Actually have one in the works, and unfortunately it can't be shipped here yet because a lot of places are in lockdown, like Pakistan is where I'm getting this belt from. But yeah, you guys will see that in the future video. So yeah, sometime this year, hopefully. All right, but anyways, guys, let's go and get into this. I got my little paper right here. All right, don't mind the math in the background. I was working with a student online on some algebra. But I have my predictions, the matches right here. So anyways, let's go and get straight into it. I'm super excited for Double or Nothing. We got a lot of awesome matches. 9 matches now with that Spears and Dustin Rhodes match added in. And let's just get straight into it now. So I've already wasted about 2 minutes. Rambling on. All right, but anyways, we got the buy-in first, which of course is AEW's version of the pre-show. One thing that I'm super happy about AEW is that their pre-shows, their buy-ins, actually mean something every single time. Whether it's a good storyline or it's actually something that gets a person put into position for a championship later in the future. So we got the buy-in, we got the best friends, which of course is Chuck Taylor, and Trent Beretta, if you will, going up against Private Party, which is Mark Quinn and, of course, Isaiah Cassidy. And the winner of this match will get a future Tag Team Championship match. Of course, Hangman has been gone for a while, I believe, stuck wherever he's been, and he's finally coming back at Double or Nothing, but he's going to be part of the Stadium Stampede match. So we should be, hopefully pretty soon, maybe within the next month or so, getting a Tag Team Championship match with Hangman and Kenny finally defending those titles against either Private Party or Best Friends. Who do I think is going to win this match? I'm going to be going with straight to you right now, my prediction, the Best Friends. The Best Friends are going to win this match. Why? Because the Best Friends have been on a roll lately with that big win against Kip Sabian, Jimmy Havoc. They've been getting some W's lately on Dark as well, and Dynamite, and just a lot of wins. Private Party has not been on Dynamite for a while until they've been doing some, they finally got a Dark match, so now they're pushed into that second place, I believe, now on the rankings. And but I think that with the momentum that the Best Friends have, I think that they're going to be getting that title shot, and I think they may actually win the championships. I don't think that Kenny or Hangman are going to turn on each other anytime soon, but I think that that may be the turning point when Best Friends, I think, are going to win the championships from them eventually. Next match, we got ourselves Dustin Rhodes versus Shawn Spears, which was actually yesterday. Wednesday Night Dynamite was made official pretty fast after we had SSN, I believe it's called Shawn Spears Network, where it's kind of like a CNN thing or whatever, news thing where basically Shawn Spears going off of All Out last year, where he had a rivalry with Cody in a feud, where the chair in the back of the head, Cody beat him, Arn came out, and Tully Blanchard, all this crazy stuff. But now he's saying how Cody, of course, doesn't care about his brother and let him get the Tarby out of him when he could have thrown in the towel. So he was saying that Dustin is retired, but if you have the guts to show up at Double or Nothing, I want a match and I will challenge you. So who do I think is going to win this match between Dustin Rhodes and Shawn Spears? I gotta go with Shawn Spears. Shawn Spears hasn't been on Dynamite or Dark as much, and I think this would be big to get a good win against someone besides a independent talent. So I think this would be a big win for Shawn Spears, so I'm going to be going with Shawn Spears to be defeating Dustin Rhodes. Next match, we have ourselves Britt Baker versus Chris Statlander. And of course, with any wrestling show and card, there is subject to change. Unfortunately, Statlander and Sheeta did a double team move to Nyla Rose where they threw her on top of Britt Baker and ended up going on her knee, and she might not actually make it. So I've heard things about possibly Britt, Phoenix, and Matt Jackson being injured. So hopefully they're okay. But we're gonna do these predictions as them thinking they're going to be going to the pay-per-view. So Britt Baker and Chris Statlander, who am I thinking is going to win this? Man, I love them both, and I would love to see them both get W's. This would maybe be a match where I would be okay with seeing getting a draw, but I'm not going to be predicting any draws. I think that Britt Baker's going to win this match because they've been pushing her character a lot. She's the one wrestler that's been getting some character development. Maybe Nyla a little bit, because Nyla is coming off as this like mean beast type character, but you know what I mean. Britt Baker has been getting vignettes and getting a lot of stuff. One of the only concerns and critiques that I've had for AEW is their women's division. Their women's division has so much talent in it, but unfortunately they just don't get as much character development. So hopefully that starts up soon, maybe with the AEW Heels project, which Brandy has been working on. So I'm excited to see stuff about that. And yeah, so I think Britt Baker's going to be winning this match because her character's been getting a push. All right, so MJF versus Jungle Boy. This started out with Jungle Boy, long-term storytelling. First ever show in AEW history, Double or Nothing. MJF comes out to confront Hangman Adam Page and say, "Give me your title shot. You know I deserve it." And there's a little scuffle and stuff like that. Hangman almost gets MJF, and then we got Jungle Boy ends up confronting him, as well as Jimmy Havoc. So there was a confrontation there between Jungle Boy and MJF at the first ever Double or Nothing, and now they're going to get that match finally. I know that they had, I can't remember if they had a singles match together or not. They may have, where MJF probably won if that happened. But I know that they had a four-way with, I believe it was Havoc, Jungle Boy, MJF, and Hangman, where Hangman won. But anyways, I don't think that they've actually had a singles match, so this might be their first singles match against each other in AEW. And I'm going to be going with, I want Jungle Boy to win, but I think that MJF's going to get the W with this one. He's been off TV for a while since he's been stuck in New York, considering that's the worst place for the virus right now. And I think they're going to want to get him another W and start getting a push maybe towards that world title shot, especially if Jon Moxley defeats Brody Lee and have that heel face dynamic there between MJF and Moxley maybe soon in the future. So MJF over Jungle Boy, I'm predicting. Now we got our first championship match of our predictions, the AEW Women's World Championship. Nyla Rose going up against Hikaru Shida. I'm working on that name because she's my favorite AEW women's wrestler. Hikaru Shida. So, Shida versus Nyla. Who do I think is going to win this match? Man, like I just said, Shida is my favorite female wrestler in AEW. She's actually, it's a toss-up between her and Toni Storm of NXT UK, my favorite female wrestler in the world. And so in AEW, she's by far my favorite. I want her to win so badly, but I'm going to be going against my gut of who I want to win. Unfortunately, I'm going to be predicting Nyla Rose. I think it's going to be a really good match, though. But I think Nyla is going to have a title run a little longer, and I'm not exactly sure that Shida is going to be the one that defeats her eventually. So I think that Nyla Rose is going to be keeping her championship and defeating Hikaru Shida for the Women's World Championship, which is a no DQ, no count-out match, which should be very interesting. Hopefully, Shida, if she loses, at least she gets some nice headshots with her kendo stick and gets that kendo stick back. But hopefully, Shida wins. But I think my prediction is Nyla Rose. All right, now we got ourselves a nine-man, very interesting ruled ladder match. A casino ladder match where we've had the Casino Battle Royal in the past of the men's, where Hangman Page won the Double or Nothing at All Out. We had ourselves Nyla Rose won the Casino Battle Royal for the women's at All Out. And now we have our first casino ladder match, which I'm hoping means at All Out we get a casino ladder match for the females. Maybe they just changed the stipulation each year for the casino match. But we have ourselves Darby Allin going up against Colt Cabana, Orange Cassidy, Rey Fenix, Scorpio Sky, Kip Sabian, Frankie Kazarian, Luchasaurus, and a mystery entrant. I very much like that. Now, I don't know necessarily if this is going to be the order when they come in, but we do know that it's technically possible to have a winner even before all of them come in. Definitely, obviously, the mystery opponent's going to be in at some point. I don't think that they're going to go the route of having someone win before all the entrants are in. But it's an interesting dynamic, though, to say that they're able to win it. So they got to climb the ladder, grab the poker chip that's going to be above the ring, and whoever wins this match gets a shot at the AEW World Championship. I actually haven't put much thought into this, who I think is going to win. So I actually look over the competitors again, see who I think is going to win. First of all, who is my prediction of the entrant? I think it's going to be a new wrestler. I'm okay if it's not a new wrestler and it's someone like a Jimmy Havoc. That'd be cool. But I think it's going to be Brian Cage. They tried to get Brian Cage at Double or Nothing last year, and he had some problems with Impact. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Brian Cage is a free agent. I could be completely wrong. I don't know. Let me know in the comments below if I'm wrong. Say you're stupid, Jacob. Don't say that. Don't. Please be nice. But I am predicting Brian Cage is going to be that mystery entrant. Now, who do I think is going to win? I don't think the mystery entrant is going to win. Unless it's someone huge like a Marty Sterl, which I do not think is going to happen. I think that the winner of this match is going to be, I don't know. I'm going to go with my gut here, and I think that we're going to have Rey Fenix. I think we're going to have Rey Fenix is going to be the winner here of this Casino Ladder match, which would be huge. I would love to see Moxley versus Rey Fenix, which of course we don't know if Moxley will be champion at the time, even if Rey Fenix wins though. So I'm predicting Rey Fenix to get the W here. All right, so into the future world title shot against either Brody Lee or Jon Moxley, which I'm interested to see if they wait till All Out like they did last year. Of course, there wasn't Dynamites at the time, but I think it's gonna be the Dynamite. But yeah, Rey Fenix. Then we got the 7th match of 9 matches. We got ourselves. We still don't know. There's been some talk about this being the main event, but we don't know yet. We got the Stadium Stampede match. This is the match I am most excited about. They're going to be inside of the Jacksonville Jaguars football stadium. Empty, obviously, but that can hold 80,000 seats. 80,000 seats, guys. Oh, man, that would be a dream of mine to go to a wrestling event with that big. Maybe I'll go to a WrestleMania some year. But yes, or an AEW show if they ever get big stadiums like that. But anyways, 80,000 seat arena where anything goes. Is basically a street fight inside of a stadium. I'm assuming we're just I want to see it start up. I want to see them, because you saw where it said at the end of Dynamite in the end zone it had the Elite. I hope that the Inner Circle has their end zone that says Inner Circle too, and I hope that it starts off with them running 100 yards to fight each other. And I'm assuming there'll be a ring. I don't know, maybe there won't be a ring. But anyways, I'm hoping to see a lot of fighting in the stands, as well as just a lot of different places where, or maybe even commentators' booth, or a lot of different things. Hopefully we get some cool moments, just like Guevara getting ran over by, one second guys, getting ran over by a golf cart and stuff like that. That'd be cool. But who do I think is going to win? Obviously, we have ourselves the Inner Circle, which is Le Champion, Chris Jericho, Sammy Guevara, Jake Hager, Santana, y Ortiz. And then we have the Elite, which is Kenny Omega, Matt and Nick Jackson, the Young Bucks, which there is some speculation about Matt Jackson's ribs being hurt from a crossbody on the brawl at the end of Dynamite. Hopefully he's okay. But Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks, Matt Hardy, and Hangman. I put some question marks there because you don't know necessarily how Hangman's going to do. What if Hangman showed up like late and drunk or something like that? That would be very interesting. But I definitely want to see some more like tension between the Elite and Hangman in this match. And I am predicting that we're going to be having the Inner Circle defeat the Elite here. And it's going to be some more tension. I don't think we're going to necessarily have a turn for Hangman yet, but maybe he'll walk out at some point, just be done from a accidental collision between Matt and him, or maybe Nick and him, or Kenny, or maybe even Matt, because maybe he might get jealous that Matt Hardy has been tag teaming with Kenny lately, his tag team champion partner. But yes, I'm predicting that the Inner Circle is going to be defeating the Elite here. But it could go the other way. I don't know. But I think that the Inner Circle is going to win. All right, we got our 8th match, the inaugural TNT Championship Tournament match. All right, super excited about this match. Super excited to see the championship belt. I have been hearing rumors and Tony Khan kind of vaguely talking about how it may be on par with the World Championship, which I'm excited about. I would love for them to call it the TNT World Championship instead of just the TNT Championship, if that's the case. But yes, this is our first championship match for it. And we did hear that next Dynamite, we're going to have a battle royal to see the winner will face the winner of this match for the championship later down the road. But anyways, we got Cody, the American Nightmare Cody, with Arn Anderson versus the Murder Hawk Monster, Lance Archer, which I love him. Hopefully you guys have seen some of his stuff from New Japan. If you haven't, buy NJPW World or look up some stuff on YouTube or whatever you can to see Lance Archer's matches in New Japan and stuff. I specifically would recommend Jon Moxley versus Lance Archer and Will Ospreay versus Lance Archer. Please look it up. They're amazing matches. But Cody versus Lance Archer. Lance Archer, obviously, Jake the Snake Roberts is with them. The inaugural TNT Championship. The Iron Mike Tyson will be presenting the championship. Very, very interesting news we got. I don't remember who said it. Was it JR? Was it Tony Schiavone? Oh, man, I can't remember it all. But someone said that Iron Mike Tyson's allowed to do whatever the heck he wants. If he wants to be ringside, he can. So I guess he's been allowed free reign and whatever the heck he wants to do. So who knows if he'll give it, like, because they kind of ran a little bit of an angle with Arn Anderson later there, where Arn was kind of like saying to Jake things about Iron Mike Tyson, and Jake saying that he'll knock him out and stuff like that, or just take him out or whatever. So maybe Iron Mike Tyson might help out Cody. I don't know. We'll have to see. But who do I think is going to win this match? I'm actually not going that route of Cody. I think that Lance Archer will be your first ever TNT champion. Very excited to see what the belt looks like, and then we'll see him obviously get it given to him by Iron Mike Tyson. And we'll just have to see, man. I'm very excited to see if Iron Mike Tyson is actually involved or not. But, yep. I don't know. But yes, Lance Archer will be the first ever TNT champion. You heard it from me first. You probably heard it from other people too, but you know what I mean. All right. Our main events, or maybe not. Who knows? Stadium Stampede may be the main event. But we're saying right now the main events, from what I think it is, Jon Moxley defending the AEW World Championship against the Exalted One, the leader of the Dark Order, Mr. Brody Lee. Mr. Brody. So, for the AEW World Championship. Now, who do I think is going to win this match? They could go the surprising route and have Brody Lee, because Brody has been put as kind of like an unstoppable force and the leader of the Dark Order. He doesn't want to look bad in front of his Dark Order guys, so I don't know where they would go from here if Brody lost. But my gut is still telling me, though, that I believe that Jon Moxley is going to win this match. I don't think his reign is over yet, and I'm not exactly sure if they would give the title to someone who's only had 5 matches so far, which I think Brody's had. And for those of you out there that say Brody shouldn't be the champion, he's like 3rd ranked, I'll explain it right now, and you can believe me if you want, or whatever you think. But Brody Lee should be the number 1 contender for the champion, because Cody, one, cannot go for the championship, which that's a whole nother story to explain, but people don't listen anyways. But Cody can't be champion, and then Archer's number 2, but he's already going for the TNT championship, which Tony Khan in interviews has said that the TNT championship could be possibly on par with it, so you can choose which title you go for if you're higher up in the rank as well. So then, of course, the next person down is Brody Lee, getting a world title shot. So Jon Moxley, I believe, is going to win this match, and I think there's going to be some shenanigans from the Dark Order. Obviously, I don't think anyone's going to be coming out necessarily to help Moxley. You know, maybe SCU. It would have to be CD, though, because Frankie and Scorpio already in the Casino ladder match. I don't know, but I still don't think anyone's going to help him. But I think that Moxley will be able to easily get rid of the Dark Order, especially because Preston Vance 10, they're one really big threat of the Cult and the Dark Order, besides Brody has had his arm broken. So I think that you won't have much trouble with them. Maybe a little bit of time if the referee gets knocked down, but I still think that Moxley's going to come up on top here and become the world, or retain the world championship. So I've talked for about 20 minutes. I'm just going to give you a small rundown, fast rundown, really fast again. We got Best Friends are going to be defeating Private Party for number 1 contendership, tag team titles opportunity. We got Shawn Spears will be defeating Dustin Rhodes. Britt Baker defeats Trish Statlander. MJF defeats Jungle Boy. Nyla Rose defeats Hikaru Shida. Casino ladder match, I have myself thinking that Brian Cage will be the mystery entrant, but Rey Fenix will win the whole thing and grab the poker chip and become number 1 contender for the world championship. And then we have a Stadium Stampede match, which I believe the Inner Circle will win, and there'll be some more tension between Hangman and the Elite. So Inner Circle wins that. Lance Archer defeats Cody for the TNT Championship. And Jon Moxley defeats Brodie Lee to still be the world champion. So there we go, guys. Those are my predictions for Double or Nothing. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think. If you guys agree with me, let me know in the comments below as well. And tell me your predictions as well and what you think is going to happen. Not even just matches. If you think there's going to be some surprises for some debuts, who do you think is going to be the entrant, the mystery entrant in the Casino ladder match, and all this crazy stuff. Anyways, love you guys so much, and I'll see all of y'all #Burritos Nation. Ooh, later. We don't want no ham and cheese. We just want burritos, please. Yeah.